In the next 20 seconds, I'm going to show you how a little device that we all use every single day could actually be causing you to lose up to 60% of your business, and you don't even know it. I'm going to tell you about a reality that is affecting your business right now as we speak, and probably for the worse. If you identify this reality that I'm going to talk about today, and you make a few small tweaks, it will drastically affect the bottom line of your business. And if you don't, I don't know how else to say it, but you're screwed. So let me get right into this. The device that I am talking about is a mobile phone. And if you have a business with a website, I'm going to show you how this little device can not only increase your business by up to 60% or more, but also set you so far in front of your competition that it will seem like you have an unfair advantage. Because, well, you're a business owner, and like me, you don't have the time for anything that won't directly add to the bottom line of your business. So, I'm going to show you something very important here, and you are either going to get it and take advantage of it and be on the forefront of this new reality on how people interact with your businesses, which will in turn result in a greater revenue for you and put you in front of your competition, or you won't. And either way, it's your choice. I just want to make sure that you are aware of this reality, because most people are not, and it's hurting their businesses. So let me first start by framing the context here. I love the internet, and I'm sure you do too. I love it because it has revolutionized how I and my clients do business. In fact, it has changed my whole business approach to where I now focus my consulting practice on 95% digital marketing. In other words, how businesses can use and leverage the internet to expand and increase their reach and revenue. It has allowed me to build the business of my dreams, and I believe it can help you as well. The internet has essentially allowed companies to build billion-dollar businesses in under 12 months, which was totally unheard of until more recently. Companies like Google, Dropbox, Airbnb, WordPress, just to name a few. Now, in light of the new social and digital landscape, traditional old forms of marketing your business are on life support. Now, I won't go as far to say that they are dead, but they are barely surviving. And digital is the way to go right now. But that's a whole other presentation. So first, the good news. Building your business in a digital space all starts with a business having a website. Now, I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you have a website. And if you don't, we probably need to talk about this outside this presentation. But if you do have a website, people can reach you, and that's the good news. Now the bad news. Chances are that your site looks like crap on a mobile device. And here is what you don't know that could be severely hurting your business. I want you to do something really quickly right now. If you have a mobile phone close by, I want you to grab the phone, turn it on, and open your browser. So click whatever you use to search the internet, and in the browser search bar, I want you to type in your business website URL. Now, I'll give you a second to do that. But again, grab your mobile phone, open up the web browser, and type in your website URL. If your site looks anything like this or this, where side-to-side scrolling is required because the page doesn't properly fit, where the text is too small to read, so zooming is required, where there is improper formatting only displaying a small portion of your page, where the buttons and the navigation are small and too close together, where you have an error message because it was built with something like Flash, or is just plain ugly. If your sites look anything like this instead of this, where everything is properly formatted and fits the page well, where no zooming is required, where potential customers can simply click to call, email, or find you on a map, and where your site looks great, properly represents your brand or business and creates a good user experience. If your site on your mobile device looks more like the first examples rather than the second, then you are losing customers and business every single day with every single visitor. Now, I don't want to call people out here, but let's just take a quick poll. If your website looks more like the first examples, a non-mobile optimized site, then click the first poll option that you see there. And if your site is mobile optimized, then click the second poll option. Now I'm going to just give you a couple seconds here to do that and allow for people to chime in. And don't worry, it won't show you who you are. All right, here they come. And yeah, I mean, exactly what I usually see. Less than 10% of the people who watch these presentations have a mobile optimized website. And if that's you, I mean, if you're in the 10%, congratulations. Good on you. You are way ahead of the curve. If you're not, you need to pay very close attention to the next several minutes. I will say this again. If your site is not mobile optimized, meaning it has any or all of the issues mentioned above, poor formatting, the need to zoom, small buttons, then you are losing customers and business, which means revenue every single day with every single visitor. And these are customers that are gone forever. As stats show us that all it takes is one bad experience for a visitor to never come back to your website again. This is not something that you can afford to have happen over and over again. In fact, statistics show that mobile-friendly sites mean more customers and longer visits. 67% of people say that when they come to a mobile-optimized website, they are more likely to buy a product or a service. Also, 61% of people say that if they don't find what they're looking for right away, then they will quickly move on to a competitor's site. And here is why. This is the new reality of the world that we are living in today. People's usage of the internet is shifting. I mean, just take a look at some of these stats. There are 7 billion people on the earth, and 5.1 billion of them own a cell phone. I mean, that's a huge amount. And to put that in perspective for you, 4.2 billion people own a toothbrush. That means that there are more people who own cell phones than toothbrushes. 1.7 billion people are using mobile internet services in 2013. In other words, 1.7 billion people are using their mobile devices to access the internet. As a result, mobile internet is growing faster than desktop ever did. And here's why. There are now twice as many web-ready mobile devices today than there are PCs, meaning more people can access the internet on mobile devices than they can using a PC. And watch this. By 2014, get this, mobile internet is estimated to overcome PC internet use. In other words, more people will access the internet with their mobile device than they will with their desktop PCs at the home or the office. In 2009, 1% of the internet traffic came from mobile devices. Now, 1 year later, that almost tripled, and 4% of the internet traffic came via mobile device. Now, today, only a few years later, 23% of internet traffic is coming via mobile devices. In mid-2011, we reached a point in this world where consumers were spending more time on their mobile devices than they were on their PCs. In fact, North Americans spend an average of 2.7 hours on mobile internet every day. That's 2.7 hours a day on their mobile devices accessing the internet. I mean, look at these stats. 37% of 18 to 24-year-olds have checked their mobile device in the last 5 minutes. 55% of them checked it in the last 15 minutes, and 44% have checked it in the last 30 minutes. I mean, even as I'm talking to you here, millions and millions of people are checking their mobile device. And I believe we're seeing this phenomenon because mobile devices are used everywhere. They're used at home, on the go, in a store, at work, at restaurants, at the doctor's office, at the airport, even while driving, and yes, even in the bathroom. Now, what does this mean specifically to your business? Here's the clincher. 77% of consumers confirm that they use their smartphone to search for local businesses before they visit. And if they don't like what they see in the first 7 seconds, statistics also show us that 52% of mobile users are unlikely to return to a website if they have trouble viewing it from their smartphone. I mean, that is incredible. Half the people who visit your website, if they have trouble viewing them from their smartphone, they will never return ever again. Now, on the flip side of this, 51% of visitors will more likely do business with an online retailer that has a proper mobile optimized website. I mean, in this reality, a website designed to be viewed only on a desktop, which is at this point over 80% of the websites out there, causes all sorts of problems. Say your customer is accessing your site from the Safari browser on their iPhone. The first thing they will likely notice is that it takes a relatively long time to load. The second thing they'll notice is that the type on the page is probably way too small. It's going to take a lot of zooming and pinching to navigate your site. And if you have Flash on your site, it's not going to show up at all on an iPhone. At this point, your potential customer is going to abandon your website. And like we mentioned earlier, a recent survey from CompuServe says that 52% of users have turned to a competitor's site after a bad mobile experience. And here's the worst part. The part that you probably fit into. In 2011, only 18% of businesses have a mobile optimized website, meaning 82% don't, and they're losing business every single day. I mean, if there's one point that you could take away from this entire presentation, may it be this. A mobile optimized site is no longer optional or a nice to have in your business. It is required. Period. If you want to stay in business, you need to put yourself in front of this reality, meaning you need to be in the 18% of businesses that have mobile optimized websites, not the 82% that doesn't. And you should do this before all of your competitors do. I mean, right now, there is an open window where the early adopters are going to get their market share in their industries. Because as visitors begin to look up local businesses, trends are showing that they will only do business with businesses who have a mobile optimized website, and they won't do businesses with those who don't. That means the last businesses to come to the table with this and have a mobile optimized site, which will happen very quickly as this is accelerating right now, will lose out on a ton of businesses. And some business owners may even end up having to close up shop because their business volumes will continue to go down. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are a restaurant, a dentist, a lawyer, a plumber, a chiropractor, a furniture store, a salon and spa, a real estate agent, a hotel, a general contractor, or a charity. It doesn't matter what type of business you are. The reality is, your potential customers are trying to find you on mobile. And if they can't, you are invisible to them. That's the bad news. But here is the good news. Fortunately, if you are currently in the 82% of people that don't have a mobile optimized website, it isn't too difficult to set one up. In fact, I can have you up and running in about a week's time. And you won't have to lift a finger or think a second thought towards it. By now, I don't think I need to convince you anymore that a mobile optimized website is something that you need to have and something that you need to get really quickly. Your next question should be, well, how do I do it? Now, here is where you have several options at this point. Number one, you could try to do it yourself, and, well, good luck with that. Number two, you can try to get some of these clunky plugins that work with your site, which really don't work, and they slow down your site. They give you all sorts of issues and errors every time you try to update. So these are not viable options as well. Thirdly, you can hire a design firm to create your site for you from scratch. Now, there are several problems with that. A, It'll cost you anywhere from $1,200 to $3,000 to do. B, they are designers, not marketers. So although you might have a site that looks decent, it'll function like crap, losing you potential revenue with each and every visit. Also, it'll take weeks upon weeks to get this done, and a lot of back and forth with you, so wasting your valuable time. Or, the option that I think is best is number 4. You can have us create the site for you. Unfortunately, that option is quick, easy, and affordable. I've really made it so simple and so easy, eliminating all the reasons why you think you can't do this. So here is our very simple, proven 3-step process that will have you up and running in about a week. Step number 1, convert. We convert your existing website into an intuitive mobile version that works on all mobile platforms. There's no need to start from scratch. In fact, that would be incongruent with your current site. We take what you currently have on your site and we convert it to be formatted to display properly on mobile devices. Step number 2, customize. We customize your site specifically for mobile platforms, and we add brilliant features like click to call, click to email, and Google Maps. More on that in just a second. But on top of making sure that all of your formatting is done properly, we add the most important features to your mobile optimized site. Click to call, click to email, and click to find with one-click integrations with Google Maps. Now, here's why that's important. Statistics show that 70% of all mobile searches result in action within 1 hour. This is opposed to 70% of all online searches result in action in 1 month. This is a huge, dramatic difference. Not to mention, 61% of local searches on mobile phones result in a phone call. So these specific features are really your money makers. Then, after we convert and customize your site, finally, we publish it. Step number 3. Your new mobile optimized site will detect when a customer comes to your website with a mobile phone and will automatically redirect them to the mobile optimized version of your site. There are no special URLs or anything special that you have to do. It all happens automatically behind the scenes. I mean, don't you love technology? Now, on top of everything we just mentioned here are some of the key features that come with your site, and the only ones that you actually need for mobile engagement. First, click to call. You want to make it easy for your customers to connect with you by the push of a button. With just a click of a button on their phone on your site, this engages your prospect's phone features and starts dialing your business phone number. I mean, how easy is that? We'll also throw in there a click to email button so someone can directly get in contact with you the same way. Secondly, mobile map with directions. With just the click of a button, your mobile optimized site will activate Google Maps on the user's phone to allow for step-by-step navigation instructions on how to find your location. No more messing around with opening up browsers, copying and pasting links, or anything like that. They can now find your business directly from their phones on your site, all right there in one place. Furthermore, we also add powerful plugins to your homepage. I mean, if you're a restaurant or you take online orders, we can integrate plugins that allow your user to book reservations, leave or read reviews, or even pay using your shopping cart. Again, making all of this super easy and highly engaging for your prospect. Finally, we add social integration. I mean, if you have an active Twitter or Facebook accounts, we can easily integrate those into your mobile optimized website for easy social engagement. And we all know that the world is social now. And these sites work with any phones. When we build your mobile site, you can give all your smartphone visitors a great mobile experience, including iPhone users, Android users, Windows Phone users, and even BlackBerry users. Here are some samples of some of the sites that have been created using our platform. As you can see, these new mobile optimized sites are game changers and can increase your business by up to 60%. Now, on top of everything already mentioned, you will also get premium hosting, which includes mobile analytics. In other words, you could learn about the visitors to your mobile website with our built-in mobile analytics feature. You can track the success metrics for your mobile website and see what pages, content, and features that visitors interact with the most. And it also allows you to auto-sync your website, meaning once your mobile site is live, any changes or updates that you make to your regular website will automatically sync to your mobile website, saving you time from having to maintain two separate websites. Lastly, premium hosting ensures that your site will never go down and is always lightning fast. A recent client of ours came to us a while back when his web developer told him a few months ago that he needed to get a mobile site because, quote unquote, that's where everything is going. So he reached out to us. We created an optimized mobile website for him, and it's been up and running for the last 6 months. Now, he has told us that during this time, he says he's seen a 32% spike in his business when all of his competitors are unable to sell tours. Why? Because he had a mobile optimized site, and that's it. Imagine what a 32% increase in your business could mean for you. Hundreds of clients are experiencing real measurable increases in their businesses by doing nothing more than having a mobile optimized website. And we offer a very simple, straightforward, affordable approach to make this very easy for you to take advantage of. Again, if you wanted to do this, you could go to a web development firm and have them develop some full mobile site for you from scratch, but that would run you about $3,000 and is totally unnecessary. We could easily be charging anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 for these sites, and even that would be a steal compared to what others are charging for this in our industry. However, it's not going to cost you any of that. Our simple and straightforward 3-step process converts, customizes, and publishes your site all for one simple straight fee of $497. This includes everything mentioned above. A full functioning mobile optimized website, which also includes your custom click-to-call and click-to-email buttons, one-click map integration for your mobile navigation, any and all plugins specific to your site, and all social integration. This works for all mobile devices, including all smartphone devices, and you can be up and running in about a week from today. On top of this, the premium hosting for your mobile site is only $47 a month, which includes 1. High-speed premium hosting with no downtimes and ultra-fast load times. 2. Mobile analytics, letting you know what your visitors are doing when they visit your site. And 3, auto sync, so that at any time you update your regular desktop sites, our servers will pull that content into your mobile site to make sure that it is always up to date without having to manage 2 different sites. This really is the most simple, affordable, and premium solution when it comes to a mobile optimized website for your business. So now it's your turn. And really, it's a no-brainer. If you're ready to jump on this and be on the forefront of this mega reality of mobile browsing, and you're ready to capture your piece of the market, leaving your competitors behind, if you're ready to increase your revenue by up to 60%, then click the button below to order now. And once your order has been placed, you'll be taken to a form. Simply fill out that form, and I or one of my associates will get in contact with you shortly in order to get you started. It's really as simple as that. Now, let me also say this. We do have a small team here, and I keep it that way on purpose. Everything we do is completely customized and very hands-on. As a result, we can only take up to 5 new mobile optimized site projects a week. Any more than that, and we won't be able to deliver with the quality and the timing that I require of our team. So it is a first come, first serve offer. And with so many people watching this presentation right now, that could fill up very quickly. So again, all you have to do is click the button below to place your order. On the following page, fill out the form and give us your basic business details. Then I or one of my team will contact you shortly to get started. Don't delay, do it right now. Thanks so much for being being here on this presentation. I really do appreciate your time, and I do hope you got some value from this. Either way, whatever you do, do it quickly. Don't miss out on taking advantage of this whole new mobile reality. It could mean the difference in your business. I mean, this is not just a nice to have anymore, but this is foundational to every business in this day and age. So thank you again, bless you, and I wish you the greatest success in your business, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks so much.